Hey, what's going on? It's the Tai Chi dude. Hello. Welcome to Martial Arts Self-Defense. Welcome to the training studio here. Okay, briefly today, I wanted to talk about how to protect your knees with Tai Chi. Okay, because not coming here to ruin your knees. No, we're coming here to improve what you have and to get better, right? Or manage. Whatever the case may be, the goal is to always protect yourself and make sure that you're improving, right? You're benefiting and not doing harm. What is and I'm just going over concepts that I find that students need to address when they're first starting off. These are also concepts that are very important as a martial artist in general, right? Or if you're over 40, right, and you want to really focus in on your health and keep those knees nice and fresh, this can help. Okay, so first rule of thumb is don't do more than you can do. Okay, so don't lower your stance if it's more than what you can handle. Okay, it's that old adage, don't bite off more than you can chew. Okay, part of that is when we're starting off with the form, Tai Chi is supposed to mimic natural movement. It's supposed to mimic natural walking. So whenever we step out, okay, I'm going to step out. I'm going to mimic a natural movement. Now, as you get better, as you improve in your skill, as you keep training and things like that, you're going to be able to step out further and get down lower, and that's okay. But we don't do it at the price of sacrificing our joints. Even from the first Tai Chi movement, it's we practice lowering the stance so that you can understand. I want to show you. So when we first start off, first thing we do in Tai Chi is we breathe. Okay, we relax ourselves. After that, right, we open the stance, or if you can see from this direction, we open the stance. Now, I was explaining to a student earlier that when we first start off, we lower ourselves, okay? You should actually be in a slightly knee bent position starting off already. So when we're here, our knees are already bent. What this does is it helps to take the pressure off the knees. So when you lift your leg, you don't want to bend down and put everything on one leg. So when we're here in this starting position, our knees are already slightly bent. So I'm here and I'm wearing shorts, so it's a little bit easier for you to see. So I'm in this position, and when I open up the stance, as you can see here, my knee doesn't change, okay? It's still in this position here. I'm here, I open up the stance. It makes it easier for me to step out, and then I shift the weight, and I still maintain the bent knee, okay, the flex knee. So working on posture, understanding that the knees should not go past the heels. That is a general rule of thumb that you can practice by. I know in certain other forms of kung fu or karate or whatever the case may be, there might be some positions where the knee extends past the toes, like if you're doing the pubu stance. But that's something that you train for, and ideally when you put that much pressure or put that much force for the knee to have to pick yourself up and whatnot, you really need to condition your muscles to handle that. And it's not really practical in self-defense terms. So if you have to defend yourself, you want to keep yourself light and be able to move freely. So again, protecting the knees in Tai Chi is very important. Okay. If we're in our starting position, right, I'm going to open the stance from the other side so you can see. Right? We don't just do the right leg. We open the stance here. Okay? Even when I'm stepping out, if I'm doing a Tai Chi step, I'll do it at an angle here so you can see me better. I'm here, I lift up my foot, I step here. So let me do this. I lift up my foot, I step. This knee is still slightly bent. I'm not doing anything more than I need to. Okay, if I want to get down lower, if I'm able to get down lower, then I step and I'm here again, so you can see where my knee is relative to my toes. Right? You see that they don't cross, and you can still build up strength with this quarter squat. Right? Tai Chi uses a lot of the quarter squat, single leg quarter squat, where you're sitting in a chair and it helps to build up those quads. Did I do a video yet? I wrote something about why we do the quad stretch, because it's not a typical Tai Chi stretch. You've done it maybe hundreds of times if you play sports or weights or whatever the case may be. You might you know that stretch, but in Tai Chi it's not a stretch that's practiced, and we just implement it. And if you do a quad stretch, that will help to strengthen the legs and help your ability to do a single leg squat. Okay, so one more time. Okay, I also want to point out, I was just telling a student this, do not skip out on the basics. Tai Chi looks simple, but when you actually practice it and have to keep every one of the principles that are important in mind while training, you start to understand why it's difficult. Okay, and so you build up on it. Okay, I call it an easy difficult, because nothing's easy when you first do it, but if you keep at it and keep practicing, it will become easy. Okay, it will become second nature. So again, we're here. As you can see, even when I'm doing my standing stance, if I want to get down lower, okay, I'm still not past my knees just yet. Keeping the back straight. Okay. Even embracing the tree whenever we're doing this movement, you notice the knees don't pass the toes. And that's an important concept. And what's happening is when you're stepping and you're slowly moving from doing the movements, your joints are given a chance to slowly lubricate themselves and move at their own pace. Okay, if we're doing any kind of work where there's a lot of strength, lifting, things like that, we're used to moving at a fast pace and just doing what needs to be done to get the job done. But when it comes down to the care, you need to be deliberate in your stepping and ensure that you're protecting yourself as you're doing these movements. So again, when we step, what's happening is we step and we're giving the knee a chance, both knees a chance to ease into the next movement. And then that transfers over to your normal everyday walking, your normal everyday life. That's how Tai Chi can improve the knee, any kind of knee conditions or whatnot. Obviously, everyone's going to be different depending on where you're at. And being a licensed healthcare provider, I understand that. Again, do what you can and build up from there. This is Instructor Carlo, Tai Chi Dude, Martial Arts Self-Defense. Please follow, like, subscribe, and keep up, okay? Because here you're going to learn all the basic principles that will help you to become a stronger Tai Chi practitioner. Thank you very much. Have a great day.